Sustainable mobility is seducing Africa. Concrete and inspiring examples of safer, cleaner and more accessible mobility are multiplying on the continent. After Kenya and Rwanda, Cameroon's turn is now to take over these initiatives in the Central African sub-region. Many actors are already involved in the country, as we found out in Yaoundé, Cameroon, during the second edition of Moving On Impact, an exceptional event dedicated to electric mobility in Africa. Take a look. This is the first solar-powered charging station for 100% electric motorbikes and cars in a gas station in Cameroon. We are on the Presidential Boulevard in Yaoundé, the country's capital.
Total has the ambition to be a global player in the energy transition, and we've made we have the ambition to be net zero in carbon emission by 2050 together with society. And for us, in order to do this, we need to have the energy mix that allows us to get here. Electricity is going to be one of the key players in terms of our energy mix in 2050. We forecast that 50% of our portfolio will be electricity from renewable sources, wind and solar. In terms of Europe is much more advanced in terms when it comes to electric mobility, and there we can see that Total is very, very active as a player. In Africa, on the other hand, electric mobility is something that is just about to start. But we want to be pioneers in this field.
The launch of this first recharging infrastructure, and since the arrival of the first electric vehicles in public transportation in 2014, which was warmly welcomed by both private and public players, all committed to improving mobility on a day-to-day basis in the country, as well as accelerating the energy transition. The idea is to provide users with a better quality of life and less expensive energy.
Ça va du bien-être des populations d'abord.
It's about the well-being of the people first. It is paramount. It also goes towards a certain kind of modernity, because in the future we'll need to purify the air that surrounds us, the air we breathe.
L'air qui nous entoure, l'air que nous respirons. Donc,
so a modern city needs to go in this direction.
Dans ce sens.
When we use fuel, we have to buy it at all times. But when we switch to electricity tomorrow with solar energy, of course the technology becomes cheaper. It becomes less expensive. Now, a country like Cameroon, with the standard of living of Cameroonians, it will be necessary to implement such technology in our country. We feel at home here because our daily struggle is to fight against pollution, to fight for survival and to promote well-being.
Et de promouvoir le bien-être. Nous pensons et mettons l'accent sur la
promotion. We believe in and advocate the promotion of green energies to protect everything around us that has suffered from pollution by fossil energies.
Oh, la pollution par les énergies jusqu'alors utilisées, c'est-à-dire les fuels, les gaz.
Fuels, gas have demonstrated their limits and directly impacted the environment.
La destruction de la couche d'ozone et autres.
One major innovation is these 100% electric vehicles, Green Ride, launched by Total Energies and Easy Ride Cameroon in partnership with the dealer Trias Motors. Solutions that have proven successful, for example in East Africa, Kenya or Rwanda, with the startup Ampersand, created in 2019 and already a fleet of nearly 700 electric motorbikes in East Africa. The ambition is to take Africans in a new era of sustainable mobility, a strategy that has inspired major Cameroonian economic actors willing to boost this promising sector.
Electric mobility today is the future. It is the future all over the world. There are even countries where the law is evolving from next year. So from 2023 to 2025 and by 2035, there will be bans on vehicles that are high-emitting. We are in Africa, first of all, where it's hot. All these emissions will make the temperature unbearable, and it is in our interest before the others, the Europeans, for example, to rush to these non-polluting technologies.
There's still a growing need to continue expanding charging stations throughout the country. But beyond Green Ride's rental model, the acquisition of these new electric vehicles has also seduced African users. Some expect the state to provide financial assistance to encourage the transition.
There is political will, and there are other means of different kinds. Those provided by the government at the disposal of our communities. There are the communities' means, and then also the partnerships. Cameroon's current legislation still needs to provide for the development of these vehicles. The issue today is to be accompanied by the state to reduce taxes on vehicles that do not emit too much CO2 or zero emission. The cars we have now are 100% electric.
At the Moving on Impact Summit entitled Powering Electric Mobility in partnership with African startups in Yaoundé, Cameroon last September, this energy transition appeared even more within Africa's reach. With its promise of more sustainable mobility, it is a godsend for African users used to congested and high-emitting urban transport.